What is up? Okay, so in this video is inspired by a comment on Instagram. This drummer was going crazy on the drums, and the whole band just played normally, and the guy just spazzing crazy hard on the drums, and he was actually super good. And one of the comments was like, they're saying there's a saying, a band's only as good as their drummer, and that's definitely true. And so there's multiple different avenues I could take this video, but essentially, one quote I wanted to share. It's kind of unrelated. I don't want to forget it. This is a kind of in not the right order. When you're playing music, what matters most is how you feel while you play. Because like, let's say you're playing and you don't feel good. You know, it's hard to expect the music to actually sound good because it's supposed to be a representation of how you feel, etc. You know, and so one thing I wanted to get into with this is that most people have a very low level understanding of music. They don't have their ears developed. They don't have rhythm. And it's something that you can and should learn. And it's just, for me, there's a lot of really bad music out there. There's a lot of really bad music. When I find music that's actually good, I'm like, wow, right? But if you don't have rhythm, if you don't have feel, if you don't understand like rudiments and drums and the feel and everything and other stuff too, then like you can't tell what's good and what's not. Like I had a friend a few months ago. I was like, his drum sounded like shit. I'm like, your drum sounds like horrible. I hate hearing it. And he was like, I think it sounds fine. I'm like, can you not hear that? It sounds horrible. And then we tuned the drum up really high and like, oh my God, it sounds so much better now. I'm like, yeah, I told you it sounded like shit, you know, because it was out of tune. And like he literally had no idea that the drum was like sounding like shit. And the point being is, I know there's people have their opinions or thoughts, etc., about music, and they identify with their music. So if you insult their music, it's like you're insulting them. And here's the thing: there's a lot of bad music out there, and I cannot stand it. I cannot stand it. I love music, but damn, like it's an epidemic of incompetent musicians. And why is this the case? Well, first thing that went in my head was this idea of having a weird taste of music. That's just who you are. It's like freedom and expressing yourself. Like, oh, there is no right and wrong. All there is what you are. I'm like, if you develop a better understanding of music, you will like different music, because you look at the old music and be like, actually, it's kind of trash, you know? And so here's one reason we have this issue. People are making fucking stupid beats on the computer before they learn an instrument. Oh my God. I've gotten in so many arguments about this. I'm like, do not try to make beats on a computer like until you learn a real instrument first, because there is no feel on a computer. You're programming it. You don't develop the rhythm, like, yeah, you can do it and listen to it back, but you're not actually expressing it in real time, so it doesn't work. And so, that's one of the reasons, because people are making beats. And here's really what it comes down to. There is a stereotype. There is some, I don't know what word to use. I don't think it's stereotype, but I guess it is stereotype. A lot of people look down upon professional training. They look down upon traditional training. They have so much pride in their ego and the fact that they're self-taught, but they still sound like shit. And they get... Bob? And so these people have big egos because they think they're such a good musician because they're self-taught. But the second you try to teach them something formal, they're just going to explain why they don't need to learn that, and why there's different ways to play it, and this and that, and they get really defensive and they get really aggressive, because if they accept what you're telling them, the idea of them being a good drummer goes out the window, because they're going to realize they're actually not as good as they thought they were. And It's so silly because if they want to be good, then they should listen because they'll get even better. But it's like ego defenses a lot of the time. And so why do people take pride in being self-taught? Why are people against formal training? I don't really know. It could be lack of discipline, because it requires discipline, but it could also be that I don't know. They think that like they've had bad experiences with teachers and stuff, and I don't know. But here's the thing: there's a right and a wrong way to practice. I've said it many times before, but most musicians suck. Most musicians suck. Why do they suck? Because they don't know how to practice. And so you can take one guy who's played every day for the last 10 years, right? He has thousands of hours of practice. And you can get a complete newbie, and if he practices properly, he can get as good as that guy in 1 or 2 years. No, like 5-10 times faster progress. And okay, look, if this guy played for an hour every day for 10 years, yeah, he'll probably intuitively end up getting it down. But here's the thing. I've seen so many drummers who are like 60 years old and they've been playing for 40 years. And they're playing. It's still stiff as hell and feels and looks awkward. Why? Because they never learned you need to meditate while you drum. You need to breathe while you drum, and you have to relax as much as possible while you drum. These are the most basic things that any musician needs to do while playing their instrument. Or really, a lot of times doing anything in life. And so like they play all this stuff and they never even think to like relax. And it doesn't flow right when you're all stiff. And so like when you're playing the drums, you need to learn to play with the least effort possible. Like the most peak efficient technique to where, you know, you control the bounce perfectly and there's no unnecessary movement. Like it's like perfect balance of everything. And how do you do that? Well, you do an exercise like 16th notes, like, or doubles. And do that with a metronome for like 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes straight until you get so exhausted and your hands are burning. That's when you figure out how to optimize your technique. But at any point, if you start getting stiff, you stop. You have to be relaxed the whole time. You're doing it for like 2 minutes. You start to get stiff. And like, oh, you catch yourself being stiff. Okay, breathe, relax. You're just doing deep breaths while you're doing the exercise. And a lot of these people like never do anything like that. This very simple exercise I just gave you. And these drummers who have been playing for 20 years, but they're still stiff as hell and have awkward feel, man, they do this. They start doing this. Their drumming's going to be on another level in like literally just a month or two. Because it's like the most cornerstone foundational thing that you need to learn. And everybody's learning everything else except for the most basic thing. It's like with spirituality, people trying to do all these crazy spiritual stuff and all sorts of stuff. I'm like, stop trying to do all this energy ritual, blah blah blah. Just can you meditate? The most basic thing. Can you master the most basic thing before you start trying to do all this other stuff? Because without the most basic thing, everything else is in vain. So, what is the right way to play? The technique that requires the least energy from you, that comes from the most relaxed state possible. It's very simple. And so you can't argue that, oh, there's one better way. Like, there's no such thing as right. Oh, there is no perfect technique. It's different for everybody. Stuff like that. No. You take the equation. Like, are they relaxed? Is it efficient? If you're holding a drumstick and you're squeezing the drumstick really tight when you hit the drum, it sounds different than if it's really relaxed because the sound vibrates in the drumstick. And so if you squeeze the stick really hard, you stop all the vibrations. You hit it, it doesn't sound the same as if the stick's really relaxed. I don't have something to show you with right now. But it doesn't sound as good. It's provable. It doesn't sound as good if you're cutting off all the noise in the drumstick because you're squeezing it so tight. That's the perfect drumstick technique. You are as relaxed as possible, as loose as possible, but you still have to be very precise. And like the thumb is in line with the stick, and then your palms down, and then you just go like this. You throw it down, and you don't lift it up. It bounces back on its own. So you go like this, psh, like psh, and the stick bounces up, and then you catch that bounce. So all you do is throw the stick down, and then you catch it at the top. So you're not hitting it and lifting it. That's double the energy. Boom. And you're relaxing your hand as much as possible while always maintaining that perfect alignment of everything, basically. And that will result in less pain while playing. You'll be able to play for longer periods, less likely arthritis and stuff like that. And it sounds better, and it looks way better. And so like these types of practices apply to every single instrument, but here's the thing. I think every musician should learn the drums first. Why? Because with just maybe 100 hours of practice, what is practicing drums? What I'm talking about actually is practicing rhythm with your hands. So you don't have to have a drum set. Like, should I show you guys some stuff really quick? Okay, what are you going to start with? You've probably seen me post about these free drum lessons. None of you are hitting me up. So let me explain what it's actually going to be about. You don't have to buy any drums or anything. Like, I'm just going to teach you rhythm. And so here's some more super basics that you need to learn. Loud and quiet. 12 inches is what they call it, and then 3 inches. Or basically perpendicular, straight up. Or it's not always straight up. It doesn't have to be straight up. You know, it could be an angle, but just highest point. And then as quiet as possible. You're not even going to hear it. Oh, and see? I'm coming back up as fast as possible. And look, my fingers are still relaxed. It's not super stiff. As relaxed as possible. It's like I have tension throughout here, but my fingers are really loose. And then I relax all that tension and try to get the same thing. And just mess around with the tightness versus looseness. And stay relaxed in the shoulders and everything. And figure out like some tension is required. But you have to do it in the most relaxed way possible. So it's not 100% loose. Theoretically, maybe it is. I don't know. I'm still practicing too. So I'm just doing the fingertips right here. But you can also do the palms. So loud, quiet, and this is how you're going to start. So you be like this. Really slow to begin. So then eventually it's like. And this is extremely important. You have to get really good at being loud and quiet. You have to be able to exaggerate so you can actually hear the differences. Like a lot of drummers, they can do loud and then halfway. Like, has to be very precise. And you start off super slow and go with the metronome. And then eventually, those are eighth notes. 16th note is like this. So eventually it's like. And then on the offbeat, let's see if you can hear this. So. Stuff like that, and then a lot of drummers don't even know what a flam is. Or they kind of know what one is. I'm not even going to explain that. Flam. So you get really good at that, you can just put on the hand drum already. So you're just learning rhythm. Don't say, oh, I'm learning to become a drummer because I want to play the French horn or whatever, anything. You're just learning the rhythm first. And okay, you can still practice your other instrument at the same time. Look, but you still got to be you got to get good at this. You got to be able to at least play like just some, at least gets to the basic level. Because you need to be able to think of a groove. You need to be able to tap it. You know what I mean? Like that could be a rhythm on any instrument, and then you need to be able to play it on the drums, or play the rhythm for it on your hands. And so like, I told my friend, he's asking me for exercises, and I'm like, all the songs you play on the guitar, put that exact rhythm on your hands. And I can't really show you an example. I guess I could edit it in and then do it, but no, just like be able to tap any melody you have in your mind, any song, and do it well. And then once you do that, like you're gonna develop feel, and you just learn the basics. Like I just showed you like 20% of it, 30% of it. There's just a little bit more to learn, and it would probably only take you 350 hours ish. So about a year of hour a day practice, or 2 years of 30 minutes. And that will make you a pretty competent musician. But you're not just goofing off playing with songs only. Like, you can do that. You can do that. But you have to master all these basic exercises. The loud, quiet, the flam, and stuff I haven't even showed you yet. And also paradiddles, which is right, left, right, right. Or left, right, left, left. And there's other stuff like paradiddle, diddle. And then you add an extra. And so, I think it's like a basic requirement that everybody develops an understanding of music. Like, okay, you want to talk about school? You know, they teach all sorts of stuff in school. You know, every human should have at least 350 hours of experience learning music. That's really nothing. It's really nothing. It should be a basic human standard that everybody does this. And even if like drumming isn't your calling or rhythm, music is going to be a part of your life no matter what. And it develops your feel, and it translates to many areas of life. Actually, it's going to ground you, and it's just going to wire your brain better. It's really good for you. And so if you're watching this video, you have to do this. No choice. If you don't do this, you're not living your best life. And I say that kind of tongue in cheek, but at the same time, it's probably true. And so, why wouldn't you do this? You don't see the value? You don't trust me when I say it's actually going to fucking change your life? Like, it's going to rewire your brain? It's going to elevate your consciousness? Do you not believe me when I say that? Or are you lazy? Well, why would you be lazy? Because you don't see that the value is greater than the effort, or the effort is impossible for you. Well, why would the effort be impossible for you? Two main reasons. Either, like you're not going to know how to practice, and you've never seen it happen before, and you tried before and it didn't work out. So because the training was garbage, or they think that they just think it's going to be a lot of work, or it's not going to pay off, or it's not going to work for them, or somehow it's not going to work for them. It's like, no, man, like you just like, okay, 350 hours just don't think about that. 20 minutes a day. That's just what you're going to do now. And as long as, forever. You don't have to do it forever, okay? But like even if let's take away the 350 hour. 20 minutes a day for a year, that's still going to fucking level up your understanding of music and your understanding of music. Music is about feeling. You are going to feel differently. That's what it's really about. What makes a good musician? Someone who can feel the music. When someone thinks shitty music sounds good, they're probably not feeling it. They're probably like in their mind, in their head, like convincing themselves it's good or something. I don't know. And like, okay. I'll drop that thought. But you get what I'm saying. Well, what I was gonna say was, um, like I was gonna estimate what percentage of music is actually bad, and what actually constitutes bad. It's just disharmonious. It's very simple. Music that is disharmonious. Because they're, well, is all disharmonious? Okay, there's a harmony, and sometimes like the what I'm talking about when I say that, it's like it's just incoherent. It's like not balanced. It's like there's this horror movie where the director broke the rules of the agreement with the audience of, there's some unwritten agreement with the screenwriter, the director, and the audience that like they're not gonna leave there like traumatized. Like there's a release and there's like this horror movie, they like broke all the hidden rules and like they made it really drawn out, and like you leave that movie like 99.999% chance like feeling worse because it's just like adding trauma to your life, and it's really just a fucking brainwash thing. Like it's bad. It's bad. Like they say like that movie just makes you like a bad person or not a bad person, or you just leave there like fucking like depressed and there's no benefit to it or whatever. It's just terrible. And so I believe music has an impact on how you feel. And so like I've been to like drum circles that are like every drum is horribly out of tune. Nobody has any practice, and they're all being it's really weird vibe. And I was like, man, this shit is so bad. Like I feel I left there feeling anxious. I'm like, that shit made me feel worse, And so, okay, let's talk about rap music. People like rap music. Why? It gives them an ego. It's all the egoic, egotistical. It's fucking super toxic most of the time. And like even like is it super toxic 100% of the time? I wouldn't say so, but most of the rap I hear anywhere, it's that ego energy. And so it's all rap bad? No. But oh my god, the modern shit horrible. Like I will not let you play that around me. I will not be in a position where I have to listen to that. If I go somewhere in public and I hear rap music, I'm just gonna leave because it's that bad. I can't fucking stand it. It's horrible. And so that goes for other music too. It's like it's impossible for me to enjoy myself with these people right now because that fucking music just like it's literally so bad I can't ignore it, And on the other hand, there's music that's so good, it's wonderful, and like I say in a lot of my videos about a lot of things, people don't realize how good it could be. They don't realize what kind of experience it can produce and what it can actually do for you. They think they just have their own taste, and that gives them an identity. It gives them something to cling to, It's like the same reason a lot of people get tattoos, because they want to join a social circle. You get tattoos, you join the tattoo world of people, and then or a lot like a person becomes Christian so that they can identify with something, like, or even an LGBTQ person will join LGBTQ because they want to get identity for themselves. And so a lot of what people do is based off of identities. Like, and that's why people don't change their mind, because it's like an attack on themselves because they identify with things. I think it's generally like a really bad idea to identify with anything. To identify as everything, it limits you. Here's the thing: the only thing I identify as is primal. I identify as a primal because first off, this diet is science. It's the truth, not because Ogenus rose from the dead, but because Ogenus proved it, and it's science. It's real. And for example, the religion it's not like something that you can test. It's something you have to search for, like with old books and stuff and proof, right? But Ogenus is just literally how the world works, how the body works. And so that's why I'm okay identifying with that, because I trust Ogenus fully. And there's enough fluidity and flexibility within the diet. It's not the diet. The diet isn't... You're not following the diet when you listen to Ogenus Wonder Plants. You are just learning. You're just learning things. And what Ogenus teaches is like the most basic foundation of how it works. And so he's not saying you have to do this because... It's like... Every diet is that, and this diet is also that, but what I was saying is that, like having rules and stuff, like, yeah, there are rules, but because that's how the body works, and the other diet's rules, it's just all BS science. I'm not going to get in on that, Um, the weed's hitting me. I'm getting really stoned as we speak. I'm actually pretty high. Um, I'm out of eggs right now, and it'd be easier for me to think clearly if I had eggs to suck. So like when weed makes you like quote stupid or not be able to think clearly, unable to think clearly, it can that could be fixed easily by sucking eggs, and I don't have eggs right now, so I can feel the protein deficiency kicking in, and so like I think weed can create a protein deficiency in the brain where like it can mess with your ability to think because the THC activates something in the brain that utilizes all of its sugars or utilizes all its resources more quickly. It's like the brain turns on more, and so it consumes nutrients faster because it's like it's increasing your output. It's like here we have this much reserve of nutrients. Okay, let's get high, and your brain uses all the nutrients in one go, faster than what you have in your brain. Um, but at the same time, it gives you appetite to eat more food. So then you're gonna put more nutrients back in, so it balances out. Um, if you're like sucking eggs while you're getting high, it's very important to be sucking eggs while getting high. I don't have eggs right now, and here's the thing: I'm just doing a little different style with my videos right now, where like if I'm in real life talking to you right now, I can't fucking pause in real life. Like I'm trying my best to go in one go. I already paused before. And it's like if I'm not gonna have anything to say for a minute, then I'd like to turn it off so you guys don't sit there for a minute, and I don't have to go back and edit it. Um, and so that results in me using a lot more filler talk because right now I'm just talking out my ass, blah 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 blah. So what was I even talking about a second ago? Oh, talking about why you should do music, and then where did I go from there? Um, damn, I need to suck an egg. It's like my instinct is like, okay, pause the video, go suck an egg, and then I'll say it. And I'm like, oh, I can't do that right now. I don't have eggs. I could eat more meat, more red meat. That's what I have. I also have some rooster. Um, and that'd probably help, but it's not going to digest instantly like an egg would. And so, fuck, I really want eggs. I really need an egg right now. I really need an egg. And the car is broken down, so I can't go get more. So I'm just going to pause the video and look at what I was saying and be like, oh, and then I'll come back. Okay, yeah. Talking about how like bad music is actually bad for you, and you have to learn what's actually bad. This goes into the spiritual practices. Oh, if you don't have the Bible, where do you get your morals? People ask that, or they'll just be curious, be wondering, how do I drive morality? How do I, figure it out? And I say it's based off of your feeling, and you have to constantly work as a spiritual exercise. You have to do your sadhana, meditate like an hour every day, do some spiritual work, 30 minutes to an hour a day at least, where you're sharpening your consciousness. So when I say you do what feels right while working towards clarity is doing the practices, like I've talked about in the previous videos. So, you want to learn same thing. Work towards purity, being the best. Well, or wait, what did I say? Well, working towards purity, you have to learn what purity is, and that's something that you feel. And how do you develop the feeling? Practice. Practice not in the moment necessarily, which yes, of course you do, but practice through doing your meditation, breathing exercises, etc. And so same with the music. You have to practice. You're not just gonna, even if you're a natural savant and you have the makeup to be an amazing musician, like when you listen to the music, well, here's the thing. Some people can be born with it naturally. That is true. I was going to go on to another point with that. I was going to try to make no, that's actually not true. And so there are people who have it naturally and people who don't. But here's the thing. Even if you don't have it naturally, it'd still be good to do. And it wouldn't be that hard. Damn, who am I to say it's not going to be hard because it comes to me naturally? Well, does it really come to me naturally? I guess I got lucky. And when I was already a drummer. I've been drumming since I was 7 or 8. But I kind of sucked and didn't have I was you could get better than I was after playing for 5 years in like 2 months. So I was trash, basically. Um, and damn, I think the drums helped me develop my confidence for sure, because I was just so timid to play the drums before, and I play fucking in front of tons of people super loud. And I used to be so nervous to play. Um, and anyway, middle school helped a little bit with the music in middle school, but marching band is what really made me really good. Marching band, and that's when I started actually practicing seriously, because it wasn't just marching band that made me good, but it was the drive, having a purpose to practice, because the drumline gave me a sense of community and competition between the people in the community to prove myself to be the best. And the thing is, my high school had some really, 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 really good drummers and a really good teacher, and I was surrounded by tons of super good musicians for a few years, and I got lucky and I found some good music to listen to that, looking back now, I'm like, damn, that was actually good. It helped me develop my sense of rhythm and stuff. And you might think this is funny, but I'm actually referring to Slipknot, because I used to play Slipknot. I haven't really told you guys this part of my life much, but I used to play. Like, I could fall asleep listening to Slipknot on the bus, in the marching band trips. And so I'd play Slipknot on the drums, and I think Joey Jordanson, the drummer in Slipknot, like, his drum solo's not that good if you look it up, but in a lot of the songs, the rhythm is actually really good on the drums, and all of it. And the thing is, I don't really think it's like that healthy to listen to that music, but every once in a while I listen to Slipknot a little bit, just to, like, taste it a little bit again, because I think the messages and the lyrics are super, super, super bad, and so I don't want to listen to it often enough for that to be like a part of my consciousness. But the thing is, I look forward to the children being raised not having music in their consciousness that's bad. It's like, I could get a song stuck in my head and it's actually really bad lyrics, and I'm not choosing to have that. I could have not listened to that song forever, and I just heard it somewhere, and it's like, why does this have to be in my being? Why do I have to experience this in my life? Why do I have to hear this shit that's in my brain, and they're saying the words are bad? It's like a bad source. It's like, it's bad for you. It's really bad for you. So I'm just so excited. Like, man, the kids, they're not gonna know any bad songs, because they're all gonna be musicians, and we're gonna play our music together and stuff. And I'm okay. Could someone in the community say something bad? Here's the thing: I'm not worried about that at all, because it's not like you're on the street playing, like, obviously demon worshiper music. Like, they do rituals in order to get records or whatever. Blah blah blah. So. Bear with me for a second if you're listening on audio only. Maybe skip ahead 20 seconds or something. Double tap your screen a few times. It's also this light in my eyes. It might be like unbalancing me because it's artificial light, but I want the good lighting. I'll turn it off though. Maybe I'll think better. It's really nice to have that light off now. I'm stopping myself from having ideas of stuff to talk about in the video, because I'm anxious about you guys stopping watching because I don't say anything for long enough, or because I'm not being entertaining enough, you get bored and leave the video. So my anxiety about, oh my god, you need to find something to say, is stopping myself from actually finding out what to say. Yeah, now we're not even on the original topic of the video, but this is an exercise for me, actually. I'm just practicing talking in front of the camera. I'm developing that, and I've been talking in front of the camera like 2 to 5 hours a day the last few days. Just getting really stoned, and because I don't have the car. My car's broken down, and so is my mom's. So I'm just stuck at home. So I'm just enjoying myself and trying to do something productive. And I want to make content. Why do I want to make content? Because that's how I'm going to meet people. You guys are going to get to know me. People who like me are going to reach out, want to meet me, and I'm going to make new friends. And people will join my online community so we can talk about things, and then I'll get smarter quicker. I will have more experiences to learn from more quickly because there's going to be more people in my life to talk to that are good people. And so, damn, I really need an egg right now. If I drink milk, it's too much sugar, and I'll probably get tired. So I'm going to go to the fridge and get some meat. I'm basically treating this like a live stream, essentially. Or is this like a vlog? Really? I don't know. It's very interesting because I've never felt like this while recording videos before. Like, I used to make 1-2 hour long videos years ago, and then all of a sudden I just lost the ability to talk for that long because I didn't care, to talk as much anymore. Yeah. What am I doing? Okay, I'm gonna eat the meat. Need to get some butter. This butter, oh my god, so much of mold in it. I'll show you in a second. I like doing the videos like this. Okay. Okay, 1 second. You see that? I have to like be really careful because that'd fuck me up. Okay, so I look forward to having the nice place to stay and having money, and I can pay people to live with me and record everything for me and edit everything for me. That's what I want. And it's like, yeah, let me get like 2 best friends to live with me, and they're perfect masters of lighting, and they'll edit all the videos, and they're intuitive and know what I'd want to have posted and whatnot, and it's just all automated. And I just get to grind my life out on camera, you know. It's like, imagine if I had my whole day like on a schedule that you could see. It's like, oh, Scott is live streaming his drum practice from 9 to 11, and then from 11 to 12 he's live streaming himself meditating, and then after that he's gonna live stream going to the grocery store. And it's just like, you can see, I don't know, it's just it kind of be like I don't know if I do that forever, but doing a season of that, it could be like live streaming my entire life for 90 days, and it could be like turn into a YouTube video at the end, and that could be cool. And you know, just I don't know, I see value in it. And I'm not saying I have to live stream like every single hour of my life. Like, okay, I might be pushing it a little bit, but to be honest, I'd be open to live streaming 5 to 10 hours a day. I'd be down to do that. Like, I'm open to that. Man, there's so much to talk about, but with YouTube, it's just like, and my audience, there's what I think about my life, and then there's my relationship with you guys watching this video. And so, it's dark in here. I want light, but I don't want that light, you know. Maybe I'll turn it on. I don't know. It's too bright. I'll put the lampshade on it, actually. Right now, I just want people to hang out with. Okay, so I'm hanging out with you guys. I'm hanging out with my camera right now. So it's like I'm like sending a hangout session into the future, and then you guys are gonna watch it in the future, and then you're gonna reply, and then it's like I'm talking to people into the future right now. So, oh, there's the thought. Oh, you need to think of something to say now, so they don't leave. You know, it keeps popping up in my head. And so what am I gonna do? Post a 8-hour video today, and people are actually gonna watch it? I don't know. Is that a smart thing to do? It's like, oh, Scott uploaded an 8-hour video where he talked nonstop for 8 hours, and half the time he's just explaining how he feels anxious about. I'm just kidding. Okay. Live streaming is kind of difficult sometimes when like the comments throw me off. Like, I'm just like talking to my phone, like the comments just throw off my train of thought. And so like I want to have live streams where like to join the live stream you have to be a verified member, and um, that's gonna have to be a future thing when I have a bigger following. Hey, you're watching this right now? I'm curious. Anybody watching who used to watch me in 2021? You know, I want to see if there's anybody who's been watching me since 2021 watching. One reason I'm not talking right now is because I thought of something I wanted to say, but then I censored myself. Why'd I do that? Because I've struggled with knowing what to share and what not to share. Because I used to just share everything. And now I know I shouldn't. And it's just like it might be possible that speaking certain things astrologically, spiritually, is going to affect you negatively. And according to astrology, whatever house Scorpio is in, that house, they say you're supposed to keep it a secret. And I don't know like if like when it applies and when it doesn't, but there's some truth to it in some circumstances at least, if not all. And it's like I want to talk about my feelings, right? And I feel like the last times I've actually shared my feelings online, I feel like it backfired, or it made me look bad, you know, and of course I think there are things that I could say that I should keep to myself, and it's just like I used to share the details of my relationships, for example, online publicly, and that was not good to do. And what I want to talk about is astrology, but here's the thing: it's like some people say like don't talk about your astrology chart with people, don't share it, and or what I'm trying to figure out what the spheres I have, like. I want to talk about how I want a girlfriend. I want to talk about, like my hopes and wishes and aspirations, not just the logical side, but like my feelings, what I like long for. And I don't know. One of my ideas is that maybe like I felt like last time I wrote my paragraphs about the spiritual nature of women and how falling in love can be a spiritually healing experience that you should actually try to pursue. And how like there's a deeper spiritual beauty to women, this like the feminine soul, like that you're not gonna get from a man, and then it's like okay, my brain just slowed down the thought process in my mind because it hesitated because you know the fears and stuff. So like if I had 100% like no like fear around anything, I'd probably just keep talking, you know. And so what was that feeling I just had? It's like, damn, what, sharing your feelings in a relationship, what, being vulnerable, who like it's like you can be I almost feel like it could hurt me. Like I like the feeling of danger, like I could actually literally get hurt. And I'm like, why is that? Why would I feel like I could get hurt for sharing my feelings, sharing my thoughts that I'm having? Why? Because people could judge as right or wrong. They could stop liking you. They could get triggered about things about themselves they don't like and they blame you. Like, I could share something and then the other person gets mad and they say something about me and I'm like, actually, thinking to myself, it's like, actually, they're kind of just projecting, and that happens. And it's also like conversations with people online, everything. It just I uh I always go really deep. I always go really deep. Every person I talk to, it's deep, 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 deep. And a lot of people can't handle it. And I don't know why. I don't understand. I can logically understand a little bit. Like, it's just overwhelming. Um, they don't have, maybe they don't have the mental resources, or I don't know. It's like, I'll really talk to anybody who sounds like they can, share good ideas with me, who I could learn from, talk to, who I respect. And so it's like, like I said, I've been on camera for like 5 hours a day the last few days. It's like, I'm just calling random people. I'm just, I went on the, not the Omegle thing, but the whatever thing. I went on that for a little bit, and FaceTiming new people, followers and stuff, and just getting really comfortable behind the camera. And so, yeah, I guess I'm just wanting to understand, like, myself, why I feel how I feel, and I'm just starting to see, like, deeper things that I was aware of before, kind of. And so, this is a great exercise by being behind the camera. And so, really, what am I doing? Damn. Talking to anybody who will listen, I guess. You're watching right now. Who might be listening right now? People who don't like me. They might try to find some way that uses to make me look bad, to try to hurt me. And, that's been a thing in the past that I've had to deal with. People, like, taking clips of me and even, like, fake AI clips and stuff, too. It's like, and just people, like, being extremely hateful toward me. There are people who are extremely, extremely, extremely hateful towards me. And, man, people have even had drama altercations in real life as a result of this stuff. Not with me, but I've seen it. Other people, like the other people in the community who are violent, do things to other people. And so that maybe that's part of what stops me from being so real, being 100%, true. Not true, but like sharing everything vulnerably. What does it even mean to be vulnerable? Why does it feel vulnerable to share how you feel? Vulnerable? What does even vulnerable mean? Really, like, to able to be attacked? As if someone's words or perception of you could actually affect how you feel? It seems that's the case. That can affect how you can feel. So how does that work? They're spiritually sending you negative energy and it's hurting your spiritual body? How does that work? It's your self-esteem. Why? If it's your self-esteem, then it'd be because you believe them. Why do you believe them if they don't like you? You want approval? Why do you want approval? Something with the childhood, etc., all that stuff. But, there's multiple possibilities of what it could be. I'm just, I have a lot of experience making videos. And I just know, like, I'm going to pause right here. I know I'm going to cut this out when I edit it, and so I can think for a while. But I'm trying to do this without any cuts right now. I don't want to edit it at all. Like, every once in a while, like, the video pauses or does something, but... So vulnerability, like, you can actually be hurt. Why? Because either their spiritual energy hurts you, or you believe them. Or I guess the third thing, like, they'd actually, like, try to physically hurt you because of it. Now, if a man is just sharing his opinion and he is not forcing his will on anybody else, and his opinions are viewed voluntarily, he's not going to force you to listen to them in real life. He just posts them online. He's just sharing his opinions, and you someone actually like that would desire to hurt that person. Um, and I'll like why? What do you get out of that? You fear them. They feel threatened by that person. So, okay, do people feel threatened by me? I've experienced yes. I believe that there's been instances where my honesty threatens them because being around me, I can't not go deep with you. And if there's any things in yourself that you're not looking at, I'm going to make it obvious. And I'm going to talk to you about it because I can't not talk to you about it. And try to understand it. Because if I see something about you I don't understand and I like you, I'm going to really try to understand why that's the case. And then when I try to understand, people get upset with me, or they just want to change the subject. And it's frustrating to me because I really want to know. I'm like, I want to figure it out. It's like a puzzle for me. And I just really, really want to know. Like, and why do I want to understand people? Because understanding people, I believe to be like understanding life itself. And understanding yourself also. And that's how I can learn astrology. And I really want to learn astrology. So, how do I learn astrology? I meet new people, and I get to know them really, really, really well. And then I study their charts. If you don't understand people, it's impossible to understand astrology. If you're like socially underdeveloped, you're not really going to understand astrology because you don't know people. Like, you can learn the symbolism and stuff, yeah, but you're not going to learn how to read people, really. So you have to develop your social skills to be a better astrologer. Everything helps everything. So, where was I before that? People feel threatened by me. And so I'm thinking like people who think that my knowledge might be better than theirs, so they discredit me because they're okay scamming people. I know that's not a lot of them. It might only be a very small percentage because, well, here's the thing, they might not be doing it intentionally. It might not be on purpose. They're not like trying to do that, but deep down, that could be it. And so I'm just giving ideas. And if you're offended by hearing me say this, what am I doing right now? I'm just sharing ideas. I'm just trying to understand things. That's all I'm doing. Trying to understand things. And you're going to get mad at me for thinking and questioning, asking questions. You know, just trying to understand. And here's the thing. There's so often where I ask someone a question and they don't think. Like, they'll say, I don't know. I'm like, you don't know, but if you thought about it for a second, I bet you could know what to say. Have something to say. But it just seems like it just feels like they're running away from it. Like they're unwilling to look at it because it's somehow too hard to them. That's one of my theories. And so, some people just want to not think at all and just indulge. Just some routine of, like smoking weed or doing, TV or just these menial things. I don't even know what the definition of menial is, but that's the word I thought of to use. Well, and then I'm wondering, how can these people be inspired? Inspired to do what? to really focus on developing their awareness and clarity. And what do I mean by that? I have a lot of questions I like to ask, and just ask yourself these questions. And like, you have to ask more questions. Like, I've been calling people on the phone, and I'm just like, just trying to have deep convos with people. And I know a lot of people who are on the phone like have the time, and they don't want to. They can't handle the depth. What is it? There's pressure somehow. I want that because I love the feeling of growing. And I believe that is what results in the most growth. Understanding things. And a big part of your understanding is learning to feel. Because it's not all in your mind. It's also, I don't know if the right word is in the body, but energy. And how do you feel energy with clarity and actually feel what it is and see the deeper nature and the essence of it without any of your own projections? You have to meditate. You have to become capable of seeing it clearly. And so the sadhana is very important, and the self-inquiry. I've heard of that spiritual practice before, self-inquiry. I maybe read a little bit about it. I don't remember. But it's probably something really good, and that's probably like what I'm talking about right now. It's a little cold in here. Yeah. So if you're still watching, again, thank you for watching. Let me know if you watch this far. You know, some of these videos I posted recently, it's been like a day or two, they only got 30 views. Some will get hundreds. And here's the thing, 30 views, how many of them are watching the whole thing? Maybe 0. I don't know. But I've made videos on YouTube for a year and deleted them and restarted like 3 or 4 times now. That's another one of my patterns. And I also like to understand that better. And what it comes down to is producing content I'm comfortable having people see. I've removed content from the past. And why? Because I think people wouldn't like me if they saw it. And either because in that moment I'm young and being stupid, or I have a bad attitude in the video or something, and I don't want to share that part of myself, or I don't want to be that because I don't want to have a bad attitude, you know, because that's basically being in the wrong. That's if I have a video where I'm in a bad attitude, it's like, oh, people watching that video where I'm having a bad attitude, they're not going to benefit from watching that video, you know, because the essence of it is something negative, right? Spiritual ideas, theoretically, this is all theory. And so anyway, it's like, how can I make sure I'm always producing videos that are according to my standard that I would never want to take down? Well, then I set rules for myself. Okay, don't talk about these topics, but don't get into this and that. And of course, there's still things that, of course, like relationship stuff should be kept private. I need to suck an egg still. You know, I'll pause on that thought. Too much brain power to put into that. Fizzled out. Hey, I already made this video really long anyway. What's meditating for 10 breaths gonna do? I'll take a few breaths in a minute. 1 second. Okay. My back hurts a little bit. I bit my lip. Okay, give me a second. I have to care to a certain degree about the quality of content right now, But if I don't care too much, I want the camera to be in the other room. I'm not sitting in front of it. You know what I mean? Right? So there has to be some level of care. I have to care enough to point the camera at my face. But I'm not just going to hold this camera in my face for 2 hours if I don't feel like talking. Right? So it's like, when is it worth posting? Right? And, sorry. I try not to smack anymore when I chew because I've heard other people do it and it really bothered me. But what was I saying? Man, I need to suck an egg. You're going to say, oh, it's because you're high. That's why. Okay, yeah, it is because I'm high. But if I had eggs, I wouldn't have this problem. Anyway, I really don't remember what I was saying. I'm going to start my meditation now. I'll put the camera down so I have to hold it so I can actually... I'm going to meditate for like 10 breaths. Haven't started yet, by the way. Getting ready. My fingernail my fingernail finally came off. If you see my previous videos where this is a new fingernail. The last piece of the old fingernail fell off today. I kind of almost ripped it a little bit, and then an hour later it was white. I'm like, oh, and then brush it off. Like literally brushed off the fingernail. I still have a little bit of meat in my teeth. That's what I'm waiting for. Okay, 10 breaths now. That was 10. It's faster because of mouth breathing because my nose is clogged. Yeah, I felt really good in that. I was like, I should stretch. Felt like stretching. I'll get up and stretch in a second. You guys will see my meditation routine, I guess. My yoga stretch. Part of this video style I'm doing right now is to just... I guess you could call it low effort. But it could be a good way. A good thing. Because I have so many things I want to talk about, and I wait to be feeling good before I record. I wait to make sure I look good that day, and all blah, blah, blah. And now I'm just like turning on the camera. I don't even know what I'm going to say. I'm just going to talk, or I have an idea, and then I turn the camera because I want to talk. Because I already have an idea I want to share. And so I'll get more of my ideas out there like this. But will people see it? Hey, we'll see. Maybe it'll catch on. Maybe people will like it. Even if this style of content creation isn't going to be successful and I delete these videos, it's going to have been a good self-development exercise for me, and I will grow as a result. So the lamp, artificial light's bothering me. It hurts my eyes, but I don't want it to be so dark. But I guess I don't have a choice. Okay. If I wasn't recording, I'd probably lay down more, but hey, it's not comfortable laying down on that couch. Okay. Meditation accountability. I'm on video. saying I would have sat down longer. Okay, turn off these lamps. Okay, make sure the camera's good. I want to turn on the heat, but it's going to be too loud for the camera probably. Maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe it's a vibe to have the heat off. Okay, what do you think of my outfit? Okay. Okay, so I'm standing up now. Rub the hands together. It's always good to do that. Just start stretching around. Turn the wrists over all the way around. Oh, just keep breathing, stretching out. Oh, stretch your lats. You know, this is all lats, really. Then going backwards, underarm. You know, all the way up, all the way back, and then rotate. Ugh. Rotator cuff warm up like that. I like to do that. Where your elbows are in, you're going like this, 90 degrees. Like this too. Bench presses. If I had a jump rope right now, I would jump rope. But probably not inside. But it's also good to do this. Man, I'll turn on the lamp for a second for the video. If it helps. Does it help? Yeah, it does make it look a lot better. Fine. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Okay. It's hard doing it at the weird angle at how the phone is. Making sure you can see it. Okay, I'll stand this way. I don't want to stand this way. Okay. Just breathe in for a second. Okay. This is like the rotator cuff for the leg. And then flick the foot. Super loose. A lot of people run really weird and they walk weird too. When I was in high school, I had a self-development exercise that I did very strictly. I perfected the way I walked. I focused on walking with perfect technique in high school, like senior year. I'd walk down the halls feeling like fucking, just like, for lack of a better word, like Chad. Giga Chad. And, I felt so powerful and so, you know, and it's just with walking technique. I would meditate and walk at the same time, and I was walking around the lake a lot to practice. Well, whenever I walked, I practiced this while I was walking. I was walking anyway. The second your foot hits the ground, your arm is at the peak. The exact same, because it's like it's a rhythm, you know, like the drums I was talking about. At the very top motion, that's when it touches. So, and then the question is, how much do you swing your arm? And then relaxing the arm perfectly and breathing with being as relaxed as possible, with perfect breathing while mewing, perfect posture, and walking with that absolute perfect posture while breathing. I don't really have room to walk, but just practice like when you're walking, like you fucking get into it, and you just turn the walk into a meditation. You just feel every step. Like, I'm not saying you go this slow, but I'm imagining like you're paying attention to every micro detail of how you feel, exactly how it feels to hit your foot at the angle, and then relaxing and breathing and being hyper aware of everything and perfecting it and relaxing as much as possible, breathing, So a lot of people run weird, walk weird. It's just like they play the drums weird with shit technique because they're not relaxed. So you have to like the drums, like the okay. I thought I was getting into a negative attitude right there. Why? Frustration? Okay, well, okay. I'll say not frustrated. Many people have terrible technique running or doing anything in their life because they're not being mindful while doing it, and they're not relaxing. And here's the thing. Here's what they actually need to work towards. Doing it perfectly with the least energy possible. And so, like, while you're running, you have to turn to a meditation where you're breathing and you're consciously relaxing as much as possible, and you're feeling every single possible part of your body, and then you're optimizing it. And if you have issues, like your brain is messed up a little bit, you won't be able to do this. And so you have to reharmonize the brain. My mom, the story she tells, she had a severe brain injury from 18-wheeler car accident. And my grandma helped heal her. This is before I was born, with certain left to right side brain communication, and she got it instituted into some Texas schools and stuff or something. And like my mom just has to do this. It's called the cross crawl. It's like when the babies crawl. You're like connecting the left and right side, so you touch your elbow to the opposite. I don't know much about this. This is what she says, but for me, it's just like how else could you develop that with a walking technique, right? It's kind of similar, and so like I think I could be an extremely good dancer, but I haven't practiced yet. I'm still awkward. Just like I said when I was uncomfortable playing the drums for people, I was uncomfortable playing the drums, hearing myself drum. Just like I'm uncomfortable seeing myself dance, So eventually how I went from extreme anxiety around playing drums, even to hear myself play, versus I could play in front of a very large amount of people very loudly and feel great. Probably someday I'll dance like that too. So, and sing, because that's what I really like to do. And I feel like if I unlocked that in my being, I would, if I could unlock that in my being tomorrow, I'd be filled with so much more energy, because I think a lot of our lack of energy is repressment. And the thing is, I don't have the desire to sing or dance that often, but if I was really good at it, I bet you could assume I'd probably be wanting to do it all the time. And I'm like, if I was really good at singing and dancing, if I wanted to meet people and there's nothing to do, I could just go to a concert and just dance really good, and I'd probably meet tons of people super easily. Or like, there's this one phase where I was like super wanting to dance, and I hear certain music in public, and I'd want to dance so fucking bad. But I haven't felt that urge in a while. But I'm like, back then it was awesome, that urge. And back to the warm-up. So, rubbing the hands, I think, does the left and right side. Turn this into a meditation. Are you going like this? Or are you going like wait, what was I just doing? Yeah, like this. Circles. Like, turn that into meditation. Like, just like rubbing your hands. Like, are you going like this? Are you going like this? Are you doing circles? Circles might be best. I don't know. Like, it just feels interesting to do this, right? Oh, and can you do it backwards? Wow, that feels weird, right? Doing it backwards now. Okay, now the other way. Backwards. Okay, it's weird. And so this thing that's weird to do, learning that is how you correct the brain. Here's another thing. Slackline. Slackline will work wonders in everything I just talked about. Balance, coordination, left to right side communication. It's where you tie the strap between two trees and you walk across it. And then like you're balancing, you're trying to walk on that thing. and you're wobbling like crazy on there, and the rope's going all over the place when you first start. And also like learning to roller skate. So you should roller skate. You need to do slackline. You need to what was the other ones? I thought there was another one. Roller skate, slackline, rub the hands. Did I say one a few minutes ago? I don't know. Hey, no edits on this video. I need to suck an egg. Okay, I'm just gonna move on with my routine. How about that? Okay. Touch the toes. Oh, I guess that's coming off. Ooh. I'm really thirsty. 1 second. That's like sun salutation A or something. That's like more of a formal one, but you know, you always gotta do this. That's really good. Stick the knees out as far as you can. Oops, I almost fell in that. Okay, now I'm ready to fight. Damn. I used to shadow box confidently outside. I haven't shadow boxed in years because I'm not even confident to do it by myself right now. But hey, I'll shadow box right now on the camera. I used to. Damn. You know, I'm not like bad, but I don't really have any formal training with it. I probably practiced shadow boxing and the punching bag a total of 50 hours maybe. Damn, I'm a little shy with dancing, but not dancing. Fighting and dancing is basically the same, but I've done this in a fucking long time. Or what was the other one? It's like I don't remember. I would like that thing where you punch it and it goes down and it comes back and you hit it. I want to do the drills. I want to I know that it's supposed to be like boom, boom. Like you're supposed to like hit it at the same time, but like the back is like you have to practice the hip rotation, like just like you need to learn the hip control And I haven't practiced it ever, but I know you're supposed to just you turn it into meditation. Like that's how I practice it. I'll turn it into a meditation, and I'll experiment with how much is my shoulder raised, how lower, higher, halfway, the hand positions up here. I'll just like meditate on every single combination of posture changes, relaxing while doing it. I'll just turn to a meditation, and all of a sudden I'll like learn new ways, better ways to do it. And then obviously you have to do everything backwards too. Just like it's just learning control of the body, and like you can turn that into like Tai Chi. That actually felt really good on my back. Oh, wait. Oh, ooh. Oh. Obviously my anxiety is a little higher because I'm on camera. I feel more rushed. Rushing myself. And because I'm more so thinking about what I look like and what you're going to think than me actually focusing on the thing itself. Okay, well, anyways, I am now pretty warmed up. I still have some more stretches to do before I officially meditate, though. You can't really see, but my legs are stretched out and I'm grabbing my feet. I'll move it back so you can see. I can't do it perfectly for the camera. Like we can actually see my whole body. Maybe if I do it sideways. And the goal is to touch the chest on the floor. You should be able to stand up like this too. Like yeah, you should be able to. I was looking at the camera, balancing myself by looking at the camera and then actually thinking about my own body. Also because I'm just curious what it looks like. Ugh, it hurts my feet a little bit. Okay. I also like to do this. I guess I'm going to narrate my meditation for you, which is actually extremely valuable for you. So you can actually see how it works. Let's see if I get into a good flow. I can do some DMT breathing maybe for you. It's okay to sit like this too. Okay. Pretty warmed up. It's good to like hands. Lift your shoulders up. Try to straighten your arms. Oh, you have to straighten your arms. Like, it's like hard to do perfect. I'm not even doing it right. Straight arms. Like you're locking out a bench press. Throat exercises. Relax as much as possible, go as deep as possible. I need to slow my heart down or catch my breath first. I could do That sounds better. Much better. That's way fucking better. That feels good. Polyester carpets. Okay, damn. The part I want to do, it could easily be clipped out, but you know Elliot Hulse's video where he goes like, he's like, bouncing on his heels, go like, oh, 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 oh. You know, his heels, and he like, it's a very intense video. It's actually a good thing to do, but I'll opt out for now. Damn, I gotta fucking do it. Okay. It'd be easier if it's on concrete because the whole house is gonna shake. Yeah, it's not good to do. I guess I'll go outside really quick. Dakota, let's go! Dakota! Let's go! Dakota! Good girl. Okay. If I'm going outside, I gotta take the dog. Good girl. Oh, it's still bright outside as well. Okay. Is the neighbor home? Let's see. No. Okay. Maybe call it out. Little girl. Okay. I'll go all the way over here. Dakota, come here. Man, I need a jacket. It's fine. I'll be quick. And yeah, obviously I probably do better if I was off the video doing it, but like if you do this every single day for a long period, like your voice will probably get deeper, and that's something I need to be doing. Like I do it like in combination with the, like if I'm gonna be practicing fighting, like these are good things to do. I do it anyway because I'm on my feet. You know, I just need to be on my feet more. Doing these types of exercises is really good to do. Okay, let's see. Okay, just like bouncing the heels. And also like you gotta go full retard a little bit. I'm sure there's other stuff. Some people like scream. Audrina says the screaming is not good. I don't see a problem with this. Is there more efficient ways to do it? I'm not sure, but like really getting that vibration in the like all that force exerted to your legs, like lifting weights is good. Like having that pressure on the body, like the pressure on the body. And if you're weak, it hurts, you know. But it's like just feeling that whole through the whole body. Like these types of exercises. That's what I used to do. I used to do that stuff all the time. I've barely done it for years though. I used to do that all the time in my old meditations. And it's really, really good to do. It's nice outside. It's actually, let me show you. Okay. So, Dakota! Oh, good girl. Okay, I can see her. I guess I'll meditate longer. It's also important to fix your hair and stuff. The way you dress, the way your hair is, everything affects your energy. I'm not talking about self-esteem or self-perception, but literally on the most foundational level. Not the most foundational level, but in what's experienced, what is like indirectly like it affects things. It affects things. Well, girl, Come here. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Oh. Come here. Come here, Dakota. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Come here. Come here. What's she doing? Hi. Good girl. No. No. Come here. What's up? Sit. Sit. Dakota, sit. Sit. Here, sit. Nope, sit. Good girl. Nope. Okay. Stop, sit. Good girl. Okay. Nope, sit. Good girl. Nope, sit. Sit. Good girl. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Sit. 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 Dakota. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. No, sit. Teaching her not to paw me. Good girl. She's so picky of eater. Food is not even like a reward for her, hardly. Good girl. This is the junk food, I guess. Junk dog food. Come here. Come here. Can I pick you up? Nope, sit. Sit. Nope. Come here. Dakota, come here. Sit. Good girl. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Come here. Good girl. I'll flip over. Oh. Oh. Let's see. I get the other side now. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Come here. Come here. I haven't gotten her to play like this in a long time. Good girl. Good girl. She's happy. She's curious. Dakota, come here. Dakota, come here. Come here. I'm in here, see inside the tent, smelling here. Because I had moved it. I accidentally turned off the camera. I plug in the mic. It's nice outside, but a little chilly. I don't want to go inside, but I'm hungry. But I don't have eggs. More meat? Milk? Not right now. I need protein. I guess more meat. We'll see. Cheese would be good. It's really nice. See that? It's so nice. Yeah. Ow! Stepped on something. Barefoot. I have Michael Jackson's, he sang with this other singer and this one man and one girl, and they both kind of sounded really bad, and he was obviously irritated. I have that song stuck in my head. This is kind of like a slack line, but it's the strap. It's supposed to be a strap, not this.
walking inside, if it wasn't obvious. Jeez, I have to cut off another block. My fridge is a terrible mess right now. Ignore that. Okay. I actually ate a pretty large amount of weed. More than I have in a little bit. So I might be stoned. Oh! I might be stoned right now. Like, if it was like 5-10% stronger, I could say for sure. But the thing is, it might continue to kick in for longer. I might get higher, even still now. Like, even like 4 or 5 hours in is stronger than 3 sometimes. It's not always consistent. That's the weird thing. Sometimes I'll peak at 2 hours and sometimes it's 3 hours. Like, take it at an event expecting to be peaking at 3 hours, and I end up getting like way too high, like because I'm intended to be sober by a certain time. Okay. Now it's a mess here. My mom's a hoarder. It makes it a lot harder. I know I contribute to the mess a little bit. I would say my percentage of the mess is like 5 to 15% of it. And I'm like, hey, if the rest of the mess wasn't there, it'd be easy for me to... I don't have a place to put anything anyway, so... yeah, I could help, but... Going through this thing with my mom where she doesn't want me to put the stuff away for her because she wants to do it. And I'm like, oh my god, it bothers me so much. I don't want to be in this mess. And yeah, sure, I contribute to it a little bit, but I just feel like really low energy being here a lot of the time because it's just... The Vastu, the feng shui, it's chaotic, it's a mess, it's hard to flow. EMF is super high. Hey, it's really not that bad. Like, it's not that bad, but it's not ideal. Like, if I were to have someone come over and I really like them, hey, we could have a good time staying here. But just being here by myself is depressing because it's hard to work here. If I had someone else here, well, here's the thing. Then we'd both be irritated and wanting to leave. So... it's just yeah, it's really the energy of the place, the house itself is a big part of it because the colors are the correct thing, and it's too chaotic and there's like hooks in the ceiling and stuff, and it's just not good for the energy of the place. And the house is really old. Really old. And my mom and I have both seen spirits here. I haven't seen one in quite some time here. Okay, cut off all the mold in the cheese. Now what? Tomato sauce. Oh, fuck. I bit the back of my tongue, and my ear hurt really bad as a result. Okay, I'm okay. I'll put some celery in this one. Really strong. Maybe I should do less. Nah. I can always make more. I have a lot of tomatoes. I want to sleep. I'm tired. And just to let you know, like, I chewed a lot more weed than I normally do today. I really wanted to get stoned. It's nice. Like, I feel like it kind of just helps realign me sometimes. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be like more stoned in an hour. Stoned in an hour. Did I say that right? I blame the eggs. Hey, if I had eggs to suck, like I said, I'm not moving this because I'm not that picky with that part. If I was making it for other people, I probably would, but I can't even tell it's in there. I leave like 10 to 30% of the seeds in the tomato, but I remove like 60 to 90% of the seeds. Was that math right? I don't know. I just need to eat food and then I'll think clearly. I've been under eating. I don't have a juicer right now. My juicer is in Nashville and I'm in St. Louis. So yeah, I might just buy one, but my mom's car's been broken down, so my van's also broken down in Nashville, so I haven't been able to work this week. I'm saying I have no money really. I have like $50. No. I have like $30 right now. I just got like 3 days worth of meat and sauce ingredients. I have like 2 months worth. I have like a month worth of butter and cheese and cream from the Amish. So like I'm okay. I can find the money to buy the meat. Should I put cheese in it? And should I put garlic in it? So here's the question. If I put garlic in this recipe, my libido is probably going to be way stronger for like 3, 4, 5 days, starting tomorrow. And I'm just deciding if I want that or not. Because sometimes it's nice, and then sometimes it's not. I'll put a little bit. A little bit doesn't do a lot. But I want that taste. I want to taste the garlic in it. So. It's a really small amount. I'll do more, actually. I'm not thinking about the effects, I'm just thinking about the taste right now. Because often that's what you need more, whatever tastes the best. When done responsibly and intelligently, with clarity. I would put sour cream in here. Okay, this old cream. Let's see what's up with this old cream. Any mold? Very strong smell. Oh. Okay, let's see what it tastes like. Okay, it's sour enough to be eaten with meat. Now, will it be good in this recipe? I want to put it in there, so I'm going to. Here's where I'm at right now, like 4 or 5 tomatoes worth of volume. And so, how much sour cream? That's going to be like 10 servings. So how much do I want per serving? How much do I want? A tablespoon and a half. So 15 tablespoons. Phone ran out of storage again. I think I'll do 6 ounces. So that's 3/4 of a cup. I'm just tired. Okay, I'll start with that. How much celery is in here? 4 or 5 tablespoons? Do I do more? I'll do a little more. Primal Chef. Honey is pretty important in almost every recipe that I make. My back hurts a little bit. Oof, I'm just tired, worn out, basically, I guess. Why is that? Is this enough honey? I normally don't use this blender, but I need to buy a new Oster because mine is in Nashville. I'll put more honey. I can tell. I can just feel that it needs more. That might be a little too much, so I'll remove that. Okay. You have to develop your instincts, your ability to feel what ingredients will taste better and how much you need based off of feel. How do you do that? You don't just guess. You meditate. You do your spiritual practices, and you do everything in lifestyle, and you work towards clarity and your instincts, your feeling. Developing clarity in order to see the true feeling. The true nature of the feeling. Oh, here's the blender. No cap. There's no cap on it. I should have 2 hands on here. Oops. Okay, I gotta poke it down. Not while it's running. Let's try it. 1 second. Okay, let's see if this is good. I use this spoon. Hmm. Oh. Oh. Wow. That woke me up. It wasn't that spicy at first. Then it got spicier and spicier and spicier and spicier. I'm like, whoa, why is it still hitting? Oh, I need to put cheese in here. I'm going to put all this cheese in here. This is like 3 ounces. 3.5 ounces or something. I'm going to grate it. Oh, that tastes really good, actually. Ooh, super good. Oops. You don't want chunks of cheese in it because it's not nice to have it. It's going to happen anyway, but this is not a solid foundation to put this. Okay, it's easier if I do it like this. It's breaking. This sauce is gonna last like 3, 4, 5 days, probably, for me. Should I dilute it with more tomato? Yeah, I'll put one more tomato in there. Yeah. I'm kind of wanting to be careful and do half of a tomato more. Let me compare the total volume. I'll do 1 tomato, I guess. Or should I do the whole thing? For convenience, I will. It'll still taste good. I should have cut out the thing before. Okay, with all this cheese in it, let me show you. Okay, let's see. First impression was not good. It became a little bitter. Needs more honey. How much honey? That'll help. I'll do the more. Anything else that this recipe needs? I have to smell it. I'll put more celery in here. Is this enough? That's really good. I'm gonna put even more. Smells really good. Okay, let's spun this. Okay, let's see. It's a little pasty. I don't like that. It's not smooth enough. Let me see. It's a cheese. The sour cream adds to it a little. How can I make this better? Vinegar. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Slightly more honey. No. Yeah. It does need a little more. So a little. Super little more. Before looking in the fridge and seeing what I have, let me see what it needs. Half of a more tomato. And then I think it's good. Should I put the seeds in it? Yeah, I'm going to put the juice and seeds in it to make it a little bit more runny so it becomes less pasty. Would the whole thing be better with this extra? It would last longer. And yeah, I'll put more tomato. That way I don't have to make it again. Okay. Damn, now it's too runny. But it is good, actually. There's a little something in there that makes it a little better. This would go perfect with pate. With the way it is, it's perfect for pate. I'll show you that recipe. This is the type of meat I buy. It's the best. I'm just kidding. It's not 100% best, but it's really good. It's a grass-fed? No. It's still really good though. Especially because I do this. We're having lots of fat with it too. With the sour cream and the butter and stuff. The cheese. This goes in the food processor. This is good for the food processor. Okay. This is a big meal. Probably too big. Can I eat all this? Can I push myself to eat all this? Yeah, let's eat all of it. Let me put the cheese in this cup. Put this in here. Boom. Clean up. Cheese cube. Before meal, cheese cube. More cheese cube. Okay. Okay. This recipe, you're actually supposed to grate the cheese on top of it, not put it in the sauce, but hey. This meat is room temperature, so that makes it even better. Making it really thin. And there's enough cheese and sour cream in this to where it's a whole food on its own. The fat source, the fat necessity in the meat. Okay, this would be pretty good. You just put the sauce in a jar. All the jars disappeared. Okay, now I can eat. And now I have sauce ready for several days. And I'll have eaten a big meal that will heal me. And I'll feel better and get lots of nutrients from this meal. Lots of nutrients. Okay, what's up? It's dark now. My eyes are heavy. Yeah, okay. This meat looks really good. I just bought it today. It's like the favorite consistency in which I like my beef. Sometimes the pate, there's different consistencies you get from it. Yeah, this is good. It's very good. Really good. Yeah. Kind of spicy. Very good. Oh my god. So good. Very, very good. Mm. Mm. I had some weird thing in my mouth. I wish it was this good every time. I could make it this good every time if I got this consistency of beef. I don't like pate that's been sitting in the fridge. I like it fresh. I might just have to make it daily. If that's what it's going to take to eat 2 pounds of meat a day for the bodybuilding diet. Okay, now I'm trying to feel my stomach a little bit. I'm like a little over halfway done. Wow. Getting full. I want these tomatoes peeled next time. What is this? It's just, because it's not an Oster blender, it's not getting blended enough. So there's some pieces in it still that I don't want. There's one problem with it. I can sense I put a little too much celery. Because the recipe is slightly overly alkaline. And I sense that if I continue to eat this, my stomach will overly alkalize and I won't digest it all. Not sure if that's true or not. Maybe I just need to burp. I want to finish it though. Probably be fine. Yeah. There's a good amount of sour cream in here. And a little bit of cheese too. So, a very hearty meal. Lots of good fats and minerals. The cheese and the cream. The honey to activate it also. The spice. The spice is nice. Sometimes with the Uber Eats, the pizzas with the spices on them smell so good. And I'll come home and I'll make a replica with the raw meat. And I'm like, oh my god, so good. I can make a replica of it. The spice is kind of important to me seasonally. I'm not talking about winter or summer, but just randomly, the preferences change over time. Gotta look alive. Gotta look alive for the camera. So, you're watching this far? I salute you. You've been watching me for like 3 or 4 hours probably. I don't know how long it is. Should I stop this meal because I sense that I'm full? I think I just need to burp, like I said. I just felt like maybe I should be done recording now. I think that I will end the video there. Because I just sensed that I'm done. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to go back and timestamp this. I might timestamp a few sections. I might end up re-listening to this whole thing while I'm doing deliveries or something. So,
I know there's a lot of good information throughout this that you can learn from. That'll be helpful too. So I just hope people will go through this and see the golden nuggets I'm sharing. Okay, thank you. Well, thank you. Like, if you watch this whole thing, that's awesome. That's great. Please let me know if you did. Thanks.